Hi, I'm Jonathan Weinberg, and this is another one of my reviews. I was watching a old YouTube review of S.E. Brown, and he was talking about his 20, I think it was 20 favorite pens. This was 9 years ago. And I agree with almost all the pens that he chose, that they were all very good pens. But one pen I had no experience with is the Faber Castell Emotion pen. And he went on and on about the nib and how incredibly smooth it was. He said it was an odd shape pen. Now, to be fair, he had the black version of it. And I was doing some shopping on Amazon and saw that this version of the pen was on sale, and so I grabbed it. It was quite discounted because the pen usually is well over $100, and it was $70. And I thought, oh, all right, I'll try it. And indeed, it has a really incredibly smooth nib, but the pen itself I think, is bizarre. It's very, very heavy. It's something like 54 grams. And the cap is, I think, 22 grams. And when you take the cap off, it is a fairly short pen. It's kind of squat and fat. With the cap on, it's a pretty big pen. For comparison purposes, here's a Safari. So you can see that it's about the same length, but it's much fatter with the cap. When it posts, it becomes quite big. It's 5 3/4 inches posted. It's not, at least the wood version, is not very secure when it posts, however. It slips off, so that's not good. Well, no, it's not longer than Safari posted, but it doesn't really post very well. And then when it's not posted, it's very short and squat. And when it's posted anyway, it's incredibly heavy. So you don't really want to post it. It's still too heavy, and it's too short, I think, when it's not posted. So that's no good. And then the other thing is it has this shiny metal section, grip, that you can't grip. It's way too smooth and hard to hold. So I think the pen doesn't work. No wonder it's on sale. I don't think it's a very good, well-designed pen. However, clearly super designed, over-designed with this metal bottom and the metal section on the top. And the wood is nice. It's not terrible looking, but it just doesn't make sense, at least for my hands, as a pen. It's kind of, I don't know, I think it's kind of ugly, to tell you the truth. It has a nice top. I like the way, I don't know if you can focus on this. I like this, the way it sort of goes in. I think that's nice, and the clip is nice, but the rest of it is, I think, strange looking. The wood is nice, but it doesn't work well. It's just way too heavy, and my hand tires when I use it. So I will do a writing sample, and I also did a drawing for a friend who gives me this beautiful Canna Lily. He's done it for 2 years in a row, and I want to thank him. So I actually do the drawing from a photograph, and that will follow. So again, the nib itself is beautiful, and I can strongly recommend the Faber Castell nibs, but not on this pen body. As always, if this is helpful or you enjoy this review, please subscribe. That's the way to support the channel. Thank you. Okay, here it is. The pen is unposted. It's long enough not to post. And it does write really nicely. Medium. This is a new ink that I got, Monteverde Olivine, I guess. Olivine. And It has a bit of feedback, but it's pleasant. It doesn't have any line width or line variation. Doesn't write in reverse. Reasonably wet, but the real problem is the pen is just, for my taste, way too heavy. And it's supposed to post, from what I hear, but it really doesn't. It slips. You have to really stick it on, and if you really stick it on, it's going to scratch the wood. So I don't think it really truly can post. And when it posts, it's very, very heavy, very unbalanced. So here's the usual thing. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Smooth nib, but too heavy body, and also the section is too slippery. This part is really way too slippery. I don't know why a lot of pen manufacturers make these shiny metal sections. I guess some people like it, but I find it's slippery. It's not, although it has a big step up here, that actually it's been handled very well, so that's pleasant. And the actual pen body would be all right if it wasn't so heavy. Okay, that's my review of the writing, and now I'll do a little watercolor with ink and pen of a Canna Lily.